Today we're going to create a I Think You're Great card. It's a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch card. We're going to be using the I Think You're Great stamp set. Specifically, we're going to do the I Think You're Great and the background stamp here. So we're going to start off, and I've done this in 2 colorways. This doll is using the Schoolhouse Pack paper. I've done it with the yellow and also the, I believe it's Pool Party back, and the Daffodil Delight. So we're going to start out with a piece of tangerine. We're going to do our background first. So you'll take a piece of tangerine and the background stamp here, and you're also going to need your Versamark stamp set. So we're going to take our piece of tangerine, and I'll have the dimensions on the website or my blog at myredtruck.blogspot.com, so you can check that out after you're done viewing or before you're done viewing. Okay, so we're going to ink up our background stamp. I'm going to stamp this in the lower left-hand corner, and there we go. Okay, then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a spare piece of white Whisper White cardstock. Right here, we're going to take our I Think You're Great circular stamp, and we're going to take the Tangelo Twist stamp pad, and we're going to stamp this on the upper portion of our square piece of paper here. And again, I will have the dimensions on my website. So there's I Think You're Great. That's done. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue down my Tangelo onto my cardstock. And then I'm going to take, or I've already taken, a piece of the linen twine or string, and I've made 2 knots on either side. I don't know if you can see that or not. And what I've done is I've kind of gauged it a little bit. So I've gone ahead and glued this down and then tied my string. And the way I've adhered the string is using Crystal Effects. So I've just put a little dot in each corner. And I really like this for 3-dimensional objects, not just kind of adding a clear gloss coat onto something. But I found that it really grabs the string, it adheres nicely, and it stays. It doesn't come popped up. And if you get any little extra bits, it dries clear, so you won't really see it. So once I have my string adhered, I'm going to take my rectangular piece of paper and my triple banner punch, and I'm going to punch out the bottom of this. You got to make sure that it slides. It's going to slide all the way down, and you want to get it centered in there and punch. So now I have my banner. So I like to put the biggest one down first, and then what I've done is taken a 1-inch strip of paper of the Schoolhouse cardstock, and I've made banners. And this is actually what's left over after you've punched. For example, when I did the white, this guy right here, I had this left over. So that's what this is from a 1-inch piece. So I'm just going to pick 4 out where I can pull my colors together. There. And let's see, let's use this guy right here. Okay, and then I'm going to use my adhesive and glue it down. If for some reason you've gotten your string a little too long, you can always kind of cinch it up underneath the big one. There's a couple, when I tried to pre-tie my strings for a class and realized I had gotten some of the strings a little too long, and it was kind of quite forgiving, so don't panic and get focused on that, because it's not easy to tie those little knots. So I'm going to stick him down where I want him, get him situated, and then go and do the rest of my banner. Now, I like to use the fine tip for the smaller pieces. It just seems to be a little easier to work with. But I love it. I love using the remnants from my triple banner punch. It's kind of fun. creates a really cool effect, and I'm really loving I think your great stamp set. I think it's a fun stamp set and has a lot of different uses. So go ahead and check out the instructions for this on myredtrackdeckblogspot.com. I have 2 other projects I've made using the Schoolhouse paper pack that coordinates with a cardstock pack with the Daffodil Delight, Pool Party, and I believe it's Tangela Twist is in there as well. It's a real fun, almost kind of summery pack of paper, and you're going to love the Schoolhouse pack. The designs are really pretty, and I have a project that makes use of the double-sided paper that's kind of fun. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I think you're a great card, and happy stamping!